Hello. We are live today, and I want to deep dive into why you shouldn't talk to your ideal clients or your prospects about the problem that they are having. But first of all, if you are live with me today, just let me know if you can hear me, because I have my mic plugged in and I didn't see a way that I can test this in Instagram Live. So just let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? That would be fantastic. So drop me a note in the comments if you have joined me, so that I know that you can hear me loud and clear. Now, why do you not speak to the problem? Hey Jane, hopefully can you let me know if you can hear me, because I've got my mic plugged in and I want to know that it's working. So give me a thumbs up or something in the comments if you can hear me. That would be awesome. Yes, so what is happening? Speaking to the problem that your clients think that they're having, and why shouldn't we do this? And this is something I see so much out there. You know, everybody is talking to the problem because that is what we are told that we need to do in our marketing, is talk to the problem that our clients are having. However, what happens when we do that is you're the expert in what you do, and in your case, you're looking at your clients and you can see straight away what it is that they're doing wrong. You can see what the problem is that they have and why they're not getting the result that they're wanting to get. So you are coming at that from your real expert perspective, and you can see straight away the problem. The problem is that your client doesn't know that that is their problem. They are experiencing a struggle that they're having, but they are more than likely really focused on the symptoms of their experience of that problem. They're not actually looking at the cause of the problem, and they probably don't have, to be honest, the knowledge, the experience that you do to really understand how to even figure out what the problem is. So let me explain it like this. So imagine you have some gut trouble. You know, you're having some indigestion, and you would tend to be thinking, okay, I've got indigestion. What do I do about it? What do I need? You're going to look for maybe some indigestion tablets. You might go to the chemist and you might pick up some Gaviscon or one of those brands that help you with digestion or indigestion, maybe irritable bowel syndrome or whatever it is that you think that your problem is. However, the real problem may be that you're simply eating something that is irritating your gut. So the problem is that you're eating some food that doesn't agree with your body, but your view on the problem is that you've got this gut indigestion problem, and that, you know, you're looking for a solution of pills of how to fix it, not how to actually solve that problem in the first place, which would be to not eat the food causing it. So it's the same thing with marketing, is that your client is experiencing their problem, and they're experiencing it in the now, and what they think that their problem is probably quite different to what you think or know it is. So if you're talking to them about the problem that you know they're having, and they're thinking that their problem is something else over here, then you've got a bit of an impasse of communication. For example, when my clients come to me, here's another example of how you can understand the difference here and what this means. They are experiencing symptoms such as, feeling really overlooked in a crowded marketplace. And they're feeling really frustrated with their marketing. They can't understand why it's not working, and they think that the problem is that they're in a crowded space and it's really competitive, and that the solution is that they just need to lower their prices so that people will buy from them. But deep down they kind of know that, they shouldn't be lowering their prices, and that they're worth more than that, but that's the solution that they can see at the moment. They're also potentially relying on referrals a lot from other people. So they know their marketing isn't working. That's what they think their problem is. They're like, my marketing is just not working because I'm not attracting clients. I'm relying on referrals, and I'm, victim to this crowded marketplace where I've got to lower my rates. However, there's so much evidence to prove that these aren't the problems, because if I just get them to look out there and say, well, can you see someone else who's doing what you're offering out in the market, and they're not undercutting their rates. They're actually charging a high rate on what you would like to be charging, and they're doing okay at that. They're being successful, and they'd say, yes, or I can see that. So, it must be their marketing that they've got that solved. That what is it that they're doing? And so they look for the solution to their problem and what it is that they're doing, and they try to copy somebody else who's out there who's doing the marketing and getting the results that they want, without realizing that the problem is actually something quite different. And again, you say, well, okay, now that you're copying that person's method, you're posting on Instagram 5 times a day, or you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you've learned a new tactic, or you're trying a new social media platform. Are you now getting the results that you're getting? And they say, well, no, I'm not. I'm not getting those results. Okay, so the problem isn't in what you're doing. It's not in the marketing that you're doing. And the real problem, which is what I help them with in my programs and my coaching in Business Jam, is that they haven't actually defined their strategy before they started. So they haven't got a niche defined, because they think that they need to spread out over the biggest amount of market that they can. They haven't defined an ideal customer, because they haven't got a niche defined as well. So it's really, really hard if you don't have a niche to then be very clear on who your ideal customer is, because you'll have so many people that you are wanting to help or can help, and it's super hard to turn that into an ideal customer when you're spread so thin. And the third one is that their pricing strategy. They haven't defined a pricing strategy, and none of it is aligned. So that is actually the real problem. But if I go out there and start telling them that right at the beginning, they're not even going to look at me as the person who can help them with what they're doing, because they, don't believe that is their problem. They think that their problem is that they need the latest Instagram strategy, or they need to learn hashtags, or they need to have better graphic design, or one of these superficial things that they're seeing other people doing, without realizing that, the real solution that they're looking for is in the strategy. And once you've got that sorted, most of the other stuff doesn't matter that much. I've seen super successful people with absolutely terrible brand design. I've seen really successful people, who they don't post consistently or that often on social media. It actually doesn't matter. Likes and followers are not cash in the bank. You don't need to have that to have a successful business. So, often that focus is just going in the wrong places and creating a whole lot of busyness that's not actually affecting the bottom line. So when they do, get this sorted out and have this transformation of wow, now that I've got this niche, I've got an ideal customer, I'm really clear on who it is I'm marketing to, and can price their services in alignment with this ideal customer, which means that we can get out of this price competitive market that you thought you're in, and all of a sudden be in a space where it's there isn't a lot of competition. We're not being compared on price. I don't need to discount. I can actually unpack what it is my value is and sell that. So this is totally different outcome. The transformation, we're still going to get them the outcome that they wanted, which was clients, the best clients and more money, but the way that we're getting there is not what they thought that they needed, not what they were looking for. So this is where your understanding of what they think their problem is versus what the problem is are two different things, and why you need to really understand that and use them properly in your own marketing to either help them shift those beliefs before you offer the sale, or to talk to them about the problem that they think that they've got and show them that you understand the solution and how to get them to the next place. But obviously in what you're going to do, you're going to help them with the real problem, because that that's the way that you get them to their end goal, the transformation. So that's a whole lot for you to have a think about today. I hope that's been really useful. And if you want more of this, or you want the actual steps on, well, how do I nail down my niche? How do I nail down my ideal customer? I teach that in Business Jam. It's not currently open for enrollment, but you can pop your name down on the wait list If you go to my website, you go to jessicaosborne.com/businessjam, as in JAM. You can pop your name on the wait list. If you really want to get started today, then why not try my niche masterclass? So it's a niche and ideal customer masterclass where you can nail that in, today. You'll nail it before dinner time. It only takes, there are a couple of short online lessons with worksheets. I'll take you through the steps so that you can really narrow down on who it is that you're there to serve, what it is that you do, your specialization, so that you are clear in the message that you bring out to the market. And you also really, really know who it is that you're targeting. Not all clients are your ideal clients. So let's start there before you even worry about what activities you're doing. Trust me, once you know your ideal client, you really understand your niche, you will be attracting them in anything that you do, because what you're saying is going to speak to them so directly as to what it is that they are most struggling with, because you're going to understand that, of course. So you can get my niche masterclass as well on my website, jessicaosborne.com/niche will take you there to that page. And that's one you can sign up for and do it immediately. You'll get instant access and you can get that done today before you even finish the day and go to bed. So, that's a massive achievement that you could have if you want to get started today. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and lovely to speak to you. I haven't seen any questions pop in the comments, so I'm going to say see you later now. I know that I've given you lots to think about, but if you have any extra comments or questions, then please just let me know in the comments below, and I'm more than happy to answer them. Okay, see you later guys. Bye.